Happy Friday, January the 20th, 2017. Cool week. Started off relatively slowly, but before I do that, I want to shout out to Linda Roy behind the camera. You know, for those of you who take pictures for a living, it's kind of funny that the guy or the girl behind the camera rarely is acknowledged, but I want to acknowledge her who does this every week, and I pull her from her desk and she's always willing to go. So thanks, Linda. So this week started off with Martin Luther King Day on Monday, which I happy to say it didn't work. I know some of you guys are going to be surprised, but I didn't. So Tuesday, I found myself at the New Bedford Downtown Library, a beautiful building, really historic, tons of potential as far as photographic, and I saw this handrail, and it's made out of brass, really ornate, really beautiful, but it's really squared, and I just saw that there was like the potential of creating different images within the image, and you can see within all the frames there are things happening. So there's people browsing here, she's working on some document here, she's checking out a book, and then you have the librarians working on something there. And photos like this take, just takes patience. You just have to sit there and hope that things happen. It's really, there's no miracle to it. The next day was a real miserable day. So this is Wednesday. It was raining, and I saw this woman walking, and I was inside my car, and I photographed her through the passenger window of my car, and with a real slow shutter speed to have that hecticness, that friction between her and the driving rain, and she's holding onto her hat like that. I mean, it's really tricky to do photographs like this because you just don't know if you're going to get it. I mean, with slow shutter speeds, you have to track and hope that you're somewhere within the vicinity of the movement that is happening before you. Later on, after I shot this picture, I decided to climb up to the top of the parking garage, and lo and behold, I look straight down and I see these two women walking with a crossword puzzle umbrella. So I thought that was kind of cool, and crosswalk. That was pretty fun. Anyway, so different vantage points is really the key to creating interesting photographs. This was yesterday, and this was one of the editors at the paper who does the arts and entertainment section. It's like, hey, you know that they're hanging this new Excellence in Fabrics show at the New Bedford Art Museum? I'm like, great. Well, I decided to drop in, and this is the director of the exhibit, and she's preparing one of the shows in the back, but this one was already complete, and I thought it was really dynamic in the color, the way it just like falls on the floor, and just like it's almost liquid, even though it's fabric, and that's what makes the photograph really interesting. Obviously, the positioning of the subject gives you that sense of discovery the more you look at the photograph. This was today, so this morning I was over in Fairhaven, and it's kind of cool to see all these pylons, kind of like they're all kind of like evenly spaced, and I noticed there was a fishing boat heading back out to sea, so I just focused on creating an interesting image. Again, that lets you discover. The longer you spend looking at the photograph, the more you see. Then you start seeing the big cargo ship that is the background. You start seeing the other ships that are part of the fishing fleet of New Bedford. So that's the way I thought. That's the way it works. My little face over here in the corner somewhere, that would, if you click there, you can subscribe to the channel, and I really appreciate all of you who have done so. It's really cool to have the ability to interact with you guys in this format. So, see you next week.